What's up, YouTube? Clint Lund here, Lund MX. How are you guys doing? We're doing fine over here. Just picked up a new CR250. Brand new, huh? Can't you tell it's brand new? Looks like a Chevrolet Florida now. No. She's had a hard knock life, but it's going to be a fun little project anyway. The reason you clicked on the video. This pipe's got a big ka-ching smack in it. And when I say big, that thing, it's bigger than the size of my fist. Cave that thing in. Now for some pipes on some bikes, that would actually make a little bit more power. But actually I can hear and feel that this one does not. So we got another pipe with the bike when we purchased it. And I kind of stared at the bike, I stared at the bike a lot. But I stared at the guy like a dog staring at a new fence, because he was sitting here just talking oh yeah, the bike's so fun, so fast, and it's got the dent in the pipe. I'm like sitting there staring at him like, oh, that's a pretty gnarly dent in the pipe. He goes, oh yeah, I got another pipe I'll give you with it too. I'm like, okay, cool. You got stocky? He goes, no, I got some pro circuit pipe works for it. And I kind of lit up. I was like, ooh, I like that. So lo and behold, he did. And then when I saw it, my hopes went out the window. I was like, son of a monkey diddler. That thing is garbage. That kind of rust is going to be impossible. Well, I thought it was, until I became YouTube smart. You guys all know what YouTube smart is. Watch a couple videos and then you become a professional. So I'm going to try it. And with a little bit of help of El Pato here, which in El Salvadorian means fighting chicken, and but it's white distilled vinegar, 50% acidity. Now, I didn't look around and see which one was more acidic. I know that the more acidic the better, but I know that we can make it more acidic by adding some muratic acid, which makes it a lot more corrosive. And so we could try that if we're not getting the results we want. But I've already started a bucket here. I'm not even sure what size that is, but it's a big bucket. Where I thought I could put the G pipe down first. I pre-filled it with a little bit of water mixed with my favorite beverage. That would be the super purple elixir from Quaker State. I can't remember. Don't even quote me. They don't even sponsor this program. I shouldn't even give them any shout out. Super clean. It's just a purple degreaser. Buy at Walmart. So I'm using that because there's also some old premix in the pipe, and hoping that we'll get a little double action. Obviously the degreaser isn't going to do anything with the acidity and hurt anything, the level. But see how it just sits in there? I like it so. Just let it fill up with water. I'm going to pour in this whole entire gallon thing of vinegar, which I know there's got to be probably at least, I'd say 5 gallons in here right now of water. So it's a 1 to 5 dilution, which to me doesn't sound like enough, but we're going to try. Like I said, we're going to play around if we're not getting the results we want. I know another thing we can do is add some muratic acid to kind of kick up the acidity and really get the metal burning. So, taking off the cap here of El Pato, fighting chicken. I think that's why they even put a chicken on the logo. We're going to take that thing off there. We're gonna dump this thing all around. And get some inside the end of the pippy. Oh my God, the smell of rotten feet, gym socks is powerful out here right now. Alright. Well, just like so, we got our elixir. Now don't quote me on my quantities here. I'm just guessing, because I think that tub there is a 10-gallon tub, and then I filled up just under halfway. It's around 5 gallons, maybe 4 gallons. And then 1 gallon of the magical 5% acidity fighting chicken vinegar. So yeah, there she is, boiling away. Already seeing bubbles come up, and I'm sure it's probably everything reacting a little bit, fighting each other like a fighting chicken does. So, but we're gonna let this sit. We're gonna let it think about it. That smell. Ooh. It's enough to turn your gut purple. I'm just walking around doing a couple things, but I don't know how long to let it sit. I guess we'll check it in an hour. But here I got me a brand new bottle of muratic acid. I love saying when they're brand new, and people are like, really, that's new? No, come on, dude. So I'm not gonna pour a lot of this in there. I'm just gonna pour a little bit, because I actually don't know if this is gonna flame up or start making a fire or what. So start with that. I know that'll kick up the acidity a bit, and now we'll wait, watch, see what happens, and at least it'll give us kind of like a before and after there, because we'll have that top part of the pipe there sticking out, and then we have the rest of it down inside the solution, which will give us a solution of whether or not this stuff is going to work or not. But everything that I've been seeing on YouTube, because it made me YouTube smart, now I know everything about everything. Ugh. But we'll see how that turns out. So we'll give it some time. All right, guys. Day number 2. I let it soak overnight in the solution. I gotta say, I'm pretty surprised. You are a creep. But from what I could tell just by looking down in here, that it is definitely right around the seam right there where it was in the water. Look at that. Look onto it. Holy. It's like dipping an egg in Easter. We got everything that wasn't, not 100%, I mean, but real damn close. That's what I'm talking about. That's gonna make my life a lot easier restoring this pipe. Heck yeah. Well, I'm gonna dip this in, what I'm using for a handle in there now. Pour the rest of it out. Just look at that though. Now the metals obviously has some trauma to it because it's pitted. I don't know how well it's showing up on camera. But a lot of stuff, I think just some scrubbing, a lot of this stuff's gonna come off. Some of this residual. But the metal itself is pitted. So it's not gonna be nice smooth metal anymore. So it's probably gonna have to take some sanding to really get some of these pits and imperfections out. But look at that difference. Huh? Ain't that something? Wow. And then I'll go over it with the torch over all the welds, and I'll take you for that ride. We'll recolor the welds. I'm gonna put on some gloves here and flip this thing over and get the other part. Cool. All right, so I got it pulled out. I got it, the stinger side, the side that got left up overnight. I couldn't let that sit more than an hour. I got too much stuff to do. So it's gonna be a little bit more elbow grease to get that part cleaned up again. But let me tell you, like, as soon as I got it out of the solution, it instantly started oxidizing again and turning yellow. You can still see the burn line, if you will, of where it sat out of the water. That's kind of crazy. You know, it kind of burnt the metal a little bit. Like, that's some hardcore stuff. So the pipe's kind of got like a green yellow thing going on right now because it started oxidizing. So right now I have it sprayed down in like a penetrating oil. So I'm gonna come out here, set up our little workstation. Ugh. The Tundra workstation. But there she is. So what I'm gonna do, I'm actually I have a 12-volt cordless drill with some brushes. I'll show you the brushes just to kind of clean them. These little things right here, they fit inside the drill chuck, and then you can kind of go around the welds, clean all the welds up. So I'm going to use those. I have also in my disaster of tools, and I have an angle grinder that has a brush on it right here somewhere. I'll probably get after it, just try to smooth out the metal a little bit. After that, I'll probably go over with the propane torch and heat the welds up and kind of get that color back to it that they have from the factory. And after it's all done, I'm going to shoot it with some clear enamel, I believe it is. I have that over here. Excuse me. Color Max acrylic, crystal clear. It's not heat rated or anything, so it's probably not going to last very long. Anyway, so we're going to do that so you guys know what's going on. I'm going to set up the tripod, start getting some work done on that thing. Alright, so I opted for a little bit bigger of a brush on the drill. It's a little softer, bigger, I think. Yeah, it's going to work fine. So yeah, that's gonna work. Alright, we're gonna change it up a bit. The brush seems to be lagging, so I got some green 60 grit, some really chewy stuff here to really get down, break down this rust. A little bit more aggressive. And then we'll finish it off with the green Scotch-Brite. Just kind of scrubbing everything, get a clean metal going. Yeah. The green Scotch-Brite actually seems to be doing pretty good. Just clearing it up. Up. Oops. Not using my better judgment there. Whipped it right up in the towel. considering a lot of people would have just thrown away this pipe or just hit it with some barbecue black spray paint, I think it's going to come out exceptionally. Obviously, towards the end of the stinger over here, it's not its greatest piece, but you know, it's going on a dirt bike. This one isn't going to be a show bike anyway, or some phenomenal build. If you didn't know what build this is going on a 2001 CR250 that I recently inquired through Craigslist, and the pipe that's on it right now is an FMF Gold Series chrome plated or platinum plated, whatever, pipe, and it's got a fist-sized dent in it. We're also going to try to fix that dent. But he gave me this pipe. He had it on the side of his barn, and as you saw, it was pretty dang rusty. And I was thinking to myself, man, I'd rather have the Pro Circuit Works pipe on there, because when the Pro Circuit Works pipes are all done nicely, they look phenomenal. But they're a lot of work because of the raw finish. I think they're well worth it though, if you keep up on them. I mean, keep up too is not even that big of a deal. Just every time you ride, you need to, you know, properly wash it. Get yourself a stack of these green Scotch-Brites, and every time you wash it, just scrub the pipe real quick, hit it with some WD-40, put it in the garage, and ride it the next weekend. Repeat. So it's just another step. That's all. But to me, I think the look of the Works finish is just, it's worth every bit of effort you could put into it. But unfortunately, our our metal's a little compromised on this one.
The battery's warm.
Yeah, you're driving that car hard.
I was driving it really fast.
Yeah.
I think the engine is burning right now.
RC car engine's burning, huh?
What?
The RC car engine's burning, huh?
Yeah.
Definitely wish the metal wasn't so pitted. I don't know how good this is gonna show, but it's, I mean, those are some pits. Those are some pits there. Might be about as good as we're gonna get it for now.
Plugged in, Dada.
Alright, well, not sure how much better that's going to get. Metal is just too pitted. So what you do though, to get this torch, it's just a regular propane torch. Nothing special. does something like that. Recolors the pipe, the welds that they put on it. Now if I go inside and do this out of the wind, I can get this pattern to be a lot tighter because the wind's blowing. It's kind of blowing the heat around too. But keep going. Yeah. this area is going to change color after the bike starts running with this anyway. Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Now I'll spray her down. I don't have WD-40. I would rather do it with WD-40. All I got is just breakaway stuff. Oh, she's hot. Not so bad, huh? I think it looks pretty good. Okay, now that that's done and letting it cool, here's pipe we are replacing. And look at that chinger. Holy knocker. Yeah. This is basically, except cleaned up. This is how I bought the bike. It's just sun tattered, faded, mistreated, but considering it's a 2001, largely what is considered to be, excuse me there, largely was considered to be the last good CR250 or the best CR250, whatever way you want to word that, ever made. You know, I'm glad to have one. It's going to be a fun project. But anyways, I'm going to get this pipe pulled off, put on the other one, and see how it looks. Kind of excited about this. Okay, well, I'm finally done at long last. Here's the finished product. Still has got some staining that I can definitely, I think, still steel wool out. I started it, so now it's kind of hazy. The surface oil burned off a little bit. The WD-40 is probably going to be the better oil than that penetrating oil that I was getting. Is a little greasier than oily. But considering how it was just completely rusted and kind of just ready for the barbecue black paint, I'm stoked. I think it looks great. I love the look of these Works pipes. I want to get a paint marker, come in here and bring back out the Works Pro Circuit tag, kind of make that come back out. But it was a fun little project. Now I got the other pipe sitting in the solution because there was some rust in some of the hinges and stuff, and I'm gonna get that all out and try popping that dent out. So I'll make another video about popping out the dent. But thanks for watching this one. Really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Do me a favor, click that like button if you liked what you watched and if you enjoyed hanging out with me. And then 2, subscribe if you haven't already. Also set the reminder, hit that little bell on the side, let you know of any videos I have that's popping up, and you'll be the first to know. And thanks you guys, appreciate you watching. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you real soon. Peace out.